Ever thought about doing virtual stand-up comedy? Me? I'm not funny.
Ludwig, and this is my last meal.
What? Ludwig? His last meal?
Every person has exactly two things in common. We all gotta eat and we're all gonna die. Today's
True.
guest is live streamer, YouTuber, podcaster, founder of Off-Brand Productions, and author of the parody short story, My Brother Slam is Dead.
What?
Huh?
How do you know that?
Ludwig, in that 5th grade class, they said that your comedy career peaked when you said that the protagonist was asked to do the dishes and instead showered with them. How has the slide
What?
downhill been since?
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, no, the class erupted in laughter. That was a high I've never gotten again. That was like the first time doing heroin.
Yeah.
I've spent my whole life chasing the dragon.
Ludwig, the first time you did heroin, it was 2018 behind the set. chill. No, welcome, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I told you before the show, but I've been wanting to come on this show for so long because I'll watch this show and I'm very judgy.
Who have you judged the hardest on the show?
There were some people that like they did too many restaurant foods. I'm like, where's mom's cooking? Like you're going down the street to like Spitz. Like what are we doing here?
I think Spitz does good work. Man.
Yeah, they're not bad.
So what was your strategy in picking your last meal?
I tried to pick, first off, like courses, you know, like I try to get like a range, and then also like things that usually encapsulated time periods of my life.
Oh,
So like, you know,
interesting.
cooking for my mom in high school or like dishes my girlfriend really likes or things from France when I visit my family there. And so I try to get all those elements.
You're like a perennial storyteller. The Cronkite School of Mass Communications did you well, man.
I forget you do research and stuff.
How do you think that studying journalism affected your ability to tell a
Damn,
story?
he knows everything.
I'll be honest, what helped way more was watching Dane cook when I was like 12 years old. And listening to the BK Lounge in middle school.
Hell yes.
But it definitely helped, like, you know, formulate
Dane
the
Cook!
structure of how a story goes.
Bro, I forgot all about Dane Cook. I remember a long time ago watching his comedy special, and then all of a sudden it was like you never heard from him again.
And like a
Never
hook
happened
and all
to
that
that guy.
stuff. So there's a lot I learned doing that, and I'm glad I had that like incubation period before going off into work world.
How often do you think about dying?
Not often anymore. I was scared.
He had this one skit. I remember he had this one like comedy skit or routine with like that he would be like, "Oh, when you're arguing with a girl and she puts her foot out like this," or some shit like that.
When I was like a kid.
Yeah.
When I was younger. So the first time I ever thought about it,
He got canceled? What did he do? He was stealing jokes? No, really? He got Dane cooked?
I was playing Mario 64, I remember this. And I go to my mom and I said, "Mom, how many lives do we have?" Cause I was like, I think I just game overed.
Yeah.
And you know, you start with 3 or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, honey, 1." and I remember
Damn, his mom actually talked to him about like the dying like life. Man, when I grew up, my mom was like, "If you're bad, you're gonna die and you're gonna go to If you're bad, you're gonna die and you're gonna go to hell."
I remember thinking at the time, I was like, damn, bummer.
So don't be bad.
Video games are way better than
Yeah, it'd be
real life.
so sick if you could have like 3, you know what I mean? You could do so much more, but that was the first time. And then I had like a little arc with it, but I'm chill now.
That's great, man. Well, I'm excited to get into the linear story arc of your life. I'm excited to maybe reignite some of that death anxiety. You ready to do it?
How do you pace yourself to be able to eat all the food? I have only had a protein shake, and then I went crazy on the Peloton.
Oh, you're perfect.
I
Oh,
went
shit,
stupid on that thing.
Peloton.
That'll actually like give you a natural stopping point because your stomach's not expanded right now. It's like professional eaters before a hot dog competition, they'll actually eat a bunch of like cabbage and stuff to bloat them, so then they pass it. So right now your stomach's actually pretty small.
What? Is that true?
Ludwig, for the first course of your final meal, we
that
have
a
a
baguette?
pumpkin scone, a little bit of maple drizzle icing on
Pumpkin
there. We have
scone?
a cappuccino, whole milk, only the best, and then a baguette with Normandy butter. Now this is Président butter. Can I break you off a piece of baguette?
I've never had a scone before.
Just give me, rip it with your hands.
Oh,
Go wrong.
God. Yo,
Do you ever,
cheers, man.
You know
Let's
that
sort
ratatouille thing?
Yeah.
You know it's a good loaf? That's a good
That's a good
of
loaf,
bread.
brother. We're
Is
eating
this-
good.
is-
That's so like. It's crazy how different bread is around the world. It's so crazy. Cause I would have been like, bro, I need myself a big pan cubano, nice and soft on the inside. The culo part, the butt part. I want the culito part, the butt parts to be nice and hard, crunch. And in the middle, it has to be sunken in and kind of soggy because that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It can't be that hard. And inside, it has to be nice and soft. It has to be really soft. Okay, but the culo part has to be crunch. Don't fuck with me.
So are we digging into the bread first?
Dude, dig in, man. Talk to me about the baguette. You are French. This is the most French thing in the world.
Yeah, so I'm the least French person in my French family because I'm the only person born in America. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, everyone else is born in France or like Sweden. But every time I would go to France, like a lot of French food's intimidating. Baguettes are not intimidating.
No.
So like the American kid, what I would do is I would just eat baguette. I'm going a little stupid with this if you don't mind.
Dude, please, I'll get stupid with you.
I just would eat like baguette, but like plain. And my mom used to get so mad at me, she'd yell at me, she would be like, ne mange pas le pain sec, which just means like don't eat plain bread. Like it's a waste of, you're wasting your food, you're just eating plain bread. And I was like, but mom, it hits.
Did you say that at the time? You said, but mom, it hits.
I was really advanced.
Mom,
my
it
book.
baguette
hits.
is
The bread
fire.
hits plain. Bro, I would eat my Cuban bread plain.
1999.
My pan cubano,
Oh, that's so
pan,
good.
pan de
I was something
agua,
about
pan
French
dulce,
butter. What are they
pan-
doing to the cows over there?
They're actually, so the grass is actually denser, especially in Normandy. That's why a lot of the best butter comes from there. And there's actually a brand in America called Plus Gras, which in French, plus gras,
More fat.
more fat. So richer grass creating more butter fat content, about 82%. There's only about 80 though.
Damn, you're smart and shit.
Right? I think you're real, I think
Ain't
you're really
nothing wrong
smart
with
and
no
shit
dry
too.
bread.
No, and I believe that. I think you do the thing where
Dry
you
bread is
demur and
good.
you're like, no, I'm actually dumb. But then inside the gears are turning really, really hard.
I think I'm like if you were to pick Bowser in Mario Tennis, where some stats are like, he's doing really well there, and
Yeah.
other stats is like, wow, his speed is really bad. Like, I'm very min-max.
I was a Donkey Kong Jr. in Mario Tennis.
That was your guy?
I'm not a video game guy, and I know you said that you were the worst gamer in your friend group. I was also that generally.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis, I could beat the computer on hard with my feet. N64. That is a
What?
real thing. DK Jr.
How do you find that out?
I got too good with my hands, and I, had no challenge.
You're a different
What?
animal, Josh. I feel like you beat things. You're like, I need a bigger challenge now.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about accepting new challenges because you've said you just want to bake bread. That you understand that your content creation days are by definition numbered because of course there are a lot of people don't want to think about it. And you just want to open a bakery,
Dude.
Your nice simple life, dude.
I think people ask me a lot, like, what will you do after content creation? And so it's a question I've thought about maybe more than, like, most people think of, like, after their career. Because maybe it's like, oh, you go to 65, then you retire.
Yeah.
You're not being a YouTuber until you're 65 and then retiring.
Nope.
Unless you're Rhett and Link. Yeah, I don't know. I've just always loved bread. And I think, like, what's the most valuable thing you can do? It's, like, provide value to community. And it's like, if you can just create amazing bread for your community, it's like, you are one of the biggest pillars of that space for your local community. It's like same with being an amazing barber. Those are like the people who hold it all together. So, and this is the thing that I like, I don't like cutting hair. I like eating bread.
I feel that. How much of that do you think is a desire for like real life social relationships as opposed to a millions of digital parasocial relationships?
Yeah, I think it's like I want to see the tangible positives that I can add to like a local community.
Yeah.
Like the people specifically around me. Because I think sometimes I get wrapped up in like world problems.
Yeah.
Global issues, which are important, but like you read about it all day and then it's like, what can you do? And it's like, low key, not much.
Yeah.
Right?
You
like
can raise awareness, but you have
Yeah.
everybody raising awareness on the topics that people are already aware of.
And obviously there's like many people do great things on like on a global platform, but I think you see a lot more impact if you just help the people around you. And I think if everybody adopts that mentality too, it's like
It's good to
then
help
then the
people.
whole world is better for it. So it's like that's where you make the most impact. That's where I should be making an impact.
You have 1 million people influencing 5 people around them, as opposed to 5 people influencing 1 million people. around
Exactly, yeah.
them. Damn.
Can I suck this down?
Choke that down, dude. No, never ask anything. Also,
Cheers.
earlier he was like, "Has any guest finished every single bite of food?" And I was trying to tell him like we should, forgot that there's like 9 sticks of butter coming out.
What?
That'd be tough.
Yeah, we start with a full baguette, and then it's like, yeah, we have 9 more courses.
Little happy. Dig into the scone, man. What's the deal with the scone?
Oh my gosh. So, okay, my girlfriend, like, I say I have this dream of being a baker. She gets mad at me when I bring it up. Because my girlfriend, Cutie's a phenomenal baker.
She's an
Like,
amazing
absolutely can make
baker.
anything I want. And the issue is, she does, like, weekly bake-alongs. And I'm not trying to break 200 pounds again. So I can't eat what she makes. But when she makes pumpkin scones, I eat it every time. That's like the one.
That's cute.
I'm like coming downstairs and it's like Halloween time. She made a pumpkin scone. I'm like, all right, you know, don't give these ones away.
You've called live streaming like a great way to collectivize the human experience. You can get thousands, millions of people tuning into something like a world record speed run attempt. Do you think that there is any digital substitute for proper real life interaction? Because that's the thing that like scares me in general. Is there something sacred about actually like being in the same room with somebody sharing that experience? And do you think it kind of leaves it a bit hollow when it is something that's only digital?
I mean, I think 100%.
I think it
right?
is.
Like I think there's a lot of value, and I'll give you an example. Is like, I don't know if you.
It's very important. Human contact and human interaction is very important. But there's so many people in this world, so many people on Earth, that for one reason or another, they can't interact with others outside of in real life. Like they can't. Be it that they can't because they have horrific agoraphobia, or they have a illness, or they have something. And I feel like the internet is a great thing that exists now that allows people like me, people like other people who just can't go outside and interact with people. It gives us the opportunity and the chance to interact with other people and to connect with other people. Whereas years ago we didn't have that connection, and I feel like it's helped us so much. And I think it's just so we're just so lucky to have this experience, and we're just so like we live in a very special time. It's very special what we have, But at the same time, being in the same room with somebody, you can't substitute that. That's like being able to experience other people is important, but I wouldn't downplay either one of them,
You know, Rainbolt. He's the guy. Who's
Yeah,
like
the one
really,
that can like find anybody on the planet.
Yeah. He sees like an
Don't
image
invoke
for
his name.
45
He's gonna
seconds.
find me, man.
He will. He'll be here in like an hour and a half. So watch out, everyone. But he lives in Thailand now, and so he's able to use like Discord and hang out with friends that he's grown up with or played games with to like keep that like friendship connection. And I think that's super legitimate and valuable.
Yeah.
But I also think like there's a like this like touch you like that you can't replace.
The meat is important.
It is.
The meat is
And
important.
it's
Like
sad
our
because there's
human
people that still can't do
bodies
that,
and-
but it's
and,
good
like,
that
I
we
can smell
can
your
at least do it
pheromones and your
online.
emotions. You know what I
And
mean?
you can like read my face or facial expression. Like you ever get a text and you read it and you're like, why is she mad at me?
Yeah, all
and
the
then,
time.
and then you talk to her later and she's not mad at all. It's just how you interpret. And so there's more layers that disjoint communication when it's digital as opposed to in person.
I think all those layers kind of lead to an ultimate lack of empathy, which is the thing that frightens me the most. If you were to play pickup basketball with someone and you missed a shot and they said, "Kill yourself, loser," like you'd be up in their face. How many times
Has that happened?
in a
Like
video
10.
game? How many times in a video game lobby has that happened though?
Oh yeah. Even on a first 2 minutes
Yeah.
of meeting someone in like a Valorant game, which has a voice chat feature, someone could instantly tilt because of whatever happened to them previously. Contextually, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then call me a slur. Like that can happen.
It
That
does that.
won't happen in pickup basketball, right? If I'm playing with people I
Can
don't
you
know.
imagine?
Within 2 minutes of meeting them.
Yeah.
You go out to the park and you're like, "Kill yourself, you son of..." What the fuck?
The friction to get there online is way lower because the consequence is way lower.
Correct. Yeah. I think the consequences, and then people's
What?
actual like internal guilt because they've grown up with that anonymity. I had to explain this to my fiance, who was very offline yesterday.
Okay.
When I said, "Oh man, Ludwig's been like swatted a bunch," and she goes, "What is swatting?"
Oh.
And I
Oh,
had to
shit.
sort of explain this from scratch
She
to a
doesn't
person
even know
who
what
had no
swatting
idea.
is?
It's like, well, somebody will call in a fake bomb threat to somebody who's generally live streaming, because then the police show up with their guns drawn, press it to their temple, and I don't know what, and then. And she goes, "Why? Why would anybody? Do they know how And it was really funny seeing it from a fresh perspective.
Because people are psychotic.
Do you think we're just raising a generation of emotionless, empathy, less monsters?
No, I don't. I like to believe that it's not like future generations are screwed and we have way less empathy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously more power in the internet and the ability to like find information. But I think this is like something that you learn and you grow and it changes, you know, throughout time. Like, I don't think the people who are calling in SWATs are 35-year-olds with a family.
Yeah.
Right? You know what? I have a lot of hope in the future generation.
Yeah.
I think they're a good group.
Talk to me about watching sunsets with a 55-year-old Taiwanese stranger.
Tungla?
Tunglo?
Oh my God. I'm saying it wrong. It's a tonal language. But yeah, I lived in this area that had like a hiking trail. And I was in this phase where I would go on my Vespa over this hiking trail like a 75-year-old man and stretch at sunset. That's how I would just stretch.
You said you're not 30 yet.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm acting like, this is like 3-4 years ago too. And I'll go like 3-4 times a week. And then one time, like, you know, this 50-something odd, you know, guy passes me. He just gives me the wave, sees my Vespa. And he's like, I used to drive one of those. And we just get to chatting. And then every single time I would go, because he would also walk at sunset, we would just keep talking. And this happened like time and time and time again until we exchanged like WhatsApps. It's cool talking to someone
That's so
who's like
cool.
from such a different background, different generation, different part of the world. Because I feel like it grounds you, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like I can learn a lot from this guy because I'd have zero of the experiences he's had. So I just sit there, I just let him yap. I'm like, hell yeah, Tungla. Yeah. that's my guy.
Tell me why watching sunsets grounds you, because some people, they feel small as part of the cosmic force and they get a lot of anxiety about that, but it seems like you get a lot of comfort in the idea that
Oh,
there
the
are things a lot
cosmic
bigger than you.
force.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's like cool. You know what I mean? Like everyone's
don't-
seen a sunset. And when I say everyone,
I don't think I've ever gotten that seeing sunset or sunrise. It's looking at the stars that freaks me out.
I mean like everyone who is living now and who has ever lived.
Yeah.
And like they've experienced it, but it's always like a different sunset in a different part of the world that might look more beautiful, less beautiful, whatever. So I think it's like it's connecting to me to like the broader human species in a way that like, you know,
The
other things can't
moon
do.
haunts you.
Like there's very few things in life that you'll experience that every human who's ever lived has gotten to experience.
You're saying that sunsets are the world's first live streams.
In a way.
Damn.
In a way, I imagine like, you know, like probably in like, you know, 55 or maybe, I don't know how old. When did we start? Like in 600
humans?
BC or something?
You think humans started in 600 BC?
Maybe
it's been like-
maybe 7?
it's
6,000 years, right?
I think it's been like roughly 200,000 years. Am I crazy? Tortillas were invented 12,000 years ago. Why are we both looking at Damien? Damien, why don't you?
Who's got us?
Who's got us? Someone.
species? I imagine back in the day after they were hunting, you know, big ass mammoths, they're all
Tortillas.
like, yo, guys, sunset's starting soon. And they
Check
crowd
it.
around like it's a TV.
This fire.
It's a good one today. It's a good one.
Oh, what's this?
Ludwig, for course number 2, we have the Chutoro sushi. This is the slightly fattier part of the tuna belly. And then we have a lobster roll. We actually have 2 lobster rolls. We
Lobster
got one
roll.
hot with drawn butter, one cold with mayonnaise,
Oh.
some Cape Cod kettle chips. I know you're a New England boy. Go Pats, go. And then we got some lemon on the side, wasabi, ginger, soy sauce.
I'm
Dig-
excited.
Dig
I'm
in,
excited.
man.
One
Tell me about the
cold,
sushi
one
and the
hot.
lobster rolls.
Ew.
I like
Cold?
fish.
Hot?
I'm geeking so much just seeing this food in front of me.
I've
I'm
never had
barehanding this, by the
lobster,
way.
Dude,
so
you
I don't
should
know how
barehand
good
it.
lobster is.
I've had the opportunity to travel a few times, and for whatever reason, I think just because of Naruto, but since I was like 12 years old, I love Japan. When I was in college, I tried to do the JET program, which is where you go to Japan to teach English. I got
Oh,
denied.
shit.
I got
On what
rejected.
grounds?
I don't know. When I later told Chris Broad, who's a Japanese YouTuber, that I got denied, he laughed in my face and he says, nobody gets denied. So I must have had a horrible resume or something like that.
What?
But because of my job now, I've gotten to go. And I gotta say, sushi hits.
Dude, this hits. You also have more Japanese professional cooking experience than I do. How did you get fired as a line cook from Tatsu Ramen after 2 days? 2 days.
Have you cooked at many restaurants?
Not some, but I have.
It is a hard job. And not only is it hard, you're not paid as hard as you are working.
No.
There's a disparity there.
Ooh, dang.
Yes.
I didn't bring non-slip shoes the first day. I'm like slipping and sliding everywhere.
Oh
Like, and
my
I'm basically
God.
just like a like a line cook. I'm like just doing the same. I'm just putting the broth in and then what fat they want alongside.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this for like, I think 8-9 hours, and I'm sweating, and I'm earning, I think, maybe like $10 an hour. After I do 2 days, I go across the street, because this is in Pico and Olympic in West LA. There's a Best Buy. I needed to like pick something up from Best Buy. I see there's a job application there. I apply. They offer me $12.50.
Huge.
It's air conditioned. And I'm like, bro, I'm not cut out. I can admit I'm not cut out for that chef life. And so I went to the nice, comforting Best Buy instead.
Oh
Digger
my
loves from
God.
it. Also, you've said some out-of-pocket stuff on your streams, but maybe the most out-of-pocket thing, I've ever heard is you talking about Trevor Everett saying that he can't cook.
Oh
I'd
my
like
God.
To give you the platform right now,
Uh-huh.
I know you're nervous, to clear the air. Why do you think Trevor can't cook?
I disrespected Trevor. It's not that I didn't think Trevor could cook. It's that I thought your name was Trevor.
Now I'm offended.
Cause
What?
oh my God!
Now we're both offended.
What the heck, Trevor, my man?
Man.
I had mixed you guys up. The way Cutie had phrased it is she's like, yeah, I got like mythic dude coming to judge cooking, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, Josh is coming through.
Yeah, the jacked, handsome, most successful.
And then Trevor shows up, and then I was like, this guy can't cook. This guy's not the guy who does the meal thing. That was my thought, but I was wrong,
Thank you for saying that.
and I apologize.
Thank you.
Have you
I
cooked any
accept
of these
your
meals?
apology. No, none of them. Oh my God. Unfortunately, but I did want to take this opportunity because you did say it, and I want to challenge you to a cook-off.
Oh, shit.
I want to
Right now?
No, not right
Oh my
now.
God, I was like, all right, get me in.
No, but I want to challenge you to a cook-off. You can pick at any dish you want, and Josh and Cutie can judge it. Because
I'm down.
I'm really
Oh,
hurt. I literally had
shit.
a friend text me. He's like, Ludwig's talking about you on his stream. I was like, what? Wait, what are you looking at me for? Like, what did I do?
I forget I'm not just talking to my homies when I'm live sometimes.
You're talking to my homies.
Yeah, right. All right, a
forget
cook-off. I get to pick the
things,
meal?
Whatever you want.
True.
Sushi.
All right, let's do it.
Wait,
happening.
This is
Oh,
happening somewhere.
shit.
Somewhere.
This is happening somewhere at some time.
We'll talk. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your meal.
Details to
Also,
come.
thank you for apologizing.
Thank you for coming to surprise me and scare me. He was gonna swing, I swear.
You like lobster rolls?
Uh-huh. I think this is number one.
I love us the
Are you a hot lobster roll or cold lobster?
Hot.
Really?
Hot all day. Yeah. And I remember like the first time I had it, I ordered one, I ate it, and I was like, I'm gonna get another one. And then I ate it, and I was like, I'm gonna get a third one. And I just ate 3 just like there, because I just
What?
loved it so much.
I want to talk to you about your relationship to success and money. You have called Twitch streamers generally unable to live functional lives and not able to do their laundry or pay taxes or shower on regular bases. I think the simplest answer for that is probably that the more you stream, the more money you make, so people are just heavily incentivized to keep doing that ad nauseum. Do you think it's actually about the money, or is it simply about watching that number going up and feeling like you've won the game?
Yeah, it's definitely gamified. Like, because oftentimes they earn such a large amount of money, and they're almost sitting on it like a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for a purpose. Obviously, like, I can financially set them up, their children up, their grandchildren up. So there's always value to money. But I think Twitch and the other streaming sites as well have gamified streaming so much that they care less about how much you're making and more about almost like their relevancy and their average view.
Bro, I just want to pay my bills, bro. I just want to pay my bills and take care of my family, please.
Viewership being high and like new peak concurrent viewership
I didn't pay
numbers.
I
Real
gotta
currency
pay
is
my
just
bills.
attention, right? It's just keeping people transfixed.
Yeah.
And that comes from both the supply and the demand side, both the audience and the people actually doing it.
Your self-worth
I got bills to
becomes
pay.
attached to how relevant you are, which you can objectively see if you go. There's a website, solynome.com, that
Gotta
ranks
pay my
you.
rent.
And you have a ranking on how good you are doing. And if you're doing bad, it goes red % down, bad month, bad week, bad year. And you feel bad when that happens. So I almost think it's a...
Yeah, and, it's hard because it's like you get those rankings and those things shoved in your face all the time. And it's being shoved in your face everywhere. And it's hard. It's hard not to see it. And it's hard not to pay attention to it sometimes because it's everywhere and everybody's talking about it and everybody's commenting it. But at the end of the day, you just need to remind yourself, why are you doing this? What is
It's
the
like a
purpose of
defense
this?
mechanism to feel better about themselves.
Why am I doing
They
this?
work harder than they really need to.
Yeah.
And maybe I would say also like they work
You
less.
just need to remind yourself, why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? And you need to think about when you are streaming, the internet is like, the internet and streaming is like an ocean, and it comes in waves, and sometimes you're gonna do great and sometimes you're gonna do bad. There's gonna be days when your numbers are low, there's gonna be days when your numbers are high. And that's okay, because it's an ocean. It's rising and falling all the time. You know what I mean? Just keep on doing you and do what you gotta do, Keep on doing you and do what you gotta do. And that's all that matters.
Less efficiently. Like they're just putting all their time into streaming instead of like maybe being more well-rounded and knowing.
But also, I am also very mentally ill, and I stream a lot because. Also, I'm very sick in the head, and I like streaming, which is why I stream very long hours. I'm sure if I could go out and do stuff, I'd probably have a social life, and I'd probably go out and do things, and I wouldn't stream as much as I do now, but I don't, because I don't go out, and I don't go anywhere, and I don't have a fucking life, so.
Taxes work or whatever.
You seem like you have a pretty healthy relationship with money, though. You've talked about like
Also, why do I have to know how taxes work? I have an accountant for that. Jesus.
2 phases in life as it pertains to money. The first is trying to get safety and
What
security,
the heck?
set yourself up with maybe a house.
I have an
And then the
accountant?
second,
I don't
which
even
is
know
like
that shit.
kind of where life almost begins, is like what fulfills
I
you
have
and
an
actually
accountant
makes
and I have
you
a sister.
happy. What stage are you in right now?
It might be phase 2, but I think the reason I work and the reason I do what I do is mostly responsibility at this point. And, because I have like a certain amount of employees. Like I have family members who I'm trying to like support. I have like friends, family, all that
family
stuff.
members,
So,
I have people
so it's like a
supporting.
responsibility and not like
It's crazy because I went from being the dependent one. I've been dependent on my parents for so long, and now I am the one that I have dependents now, and I'm the one that is supporting people, and it's crazy. It's interesting, and it's kind of scary because like I have the worries that my parents had, so it's like because now I have to provide for people's life. I'm the one doing it. And
that I don't enjoy
nice.
it.
It's nice.
I like that sense of duty. I find
I
that
like
to be like, purposeful.
And I realized with doing this, like what he just said, I like it. I like being dependent on, and I like being dependable, and I never thought that I would like it, and I never thought that it would be something that I would get to do. And now that I can do it, I like it. I like the fact that my family depends on me, and it's very nice. I feel like a grown up, and I like it because I've never felt like a grown up in my life, and now I finally do. And it's nice to feel like an adult for the first time in my life.
Yeah. How did you sort of exit that rat race of needing to see the high numbers? You talked about getting, the first time you had 10,000 concurrent viewers on a stream, you were stoked. But then anytime you go up, you gotta come down. You said the next day, you just laid on the ground, unable to click the go live button because you were afraid of not getting to that level. Do you think you've gotten outside of that? It's gotten better?
Yeah, that happened a lot. That probably happened like 10 times where
Yeah.
I'd have an incredibly good stream, but your best stream is only as good as your next stream. So if your next stream is bad, then that's what people know you for. Like, it's not like a film director. It's not like James Dean. He did 3 good movies and he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen if you do 3 good streams. And the way I got over it was by just kind of sucking it up. I was like, this is a me thing. This is a my brain thing. This is a my expectations thing. I can't start setting these insane expectations of myself because I'm just me.
Do you think part of that is you streamed for 31 straight days, 24 hours a day? It
Just to
seems
be
like
thank you so much for the
there's
gifted
nowhere
subs.
more you could push it from there. Do you think you hit a sort of terminus?
Yeah, I think so at that point I was still like deep in the rat race of like, bigger number, better person. That's the thing I used to say. And obviously like for that month, I was like the biggest Twitch streamer, both in like hours watched, and then I hit like the most subscribers anyone had hit, which was like a cool milestone, an achievement. And I thought after that, I was like, I made it. Red carpet, all right, paparazzi. And I went live, and then like crashed down.
Yeah.
Like crashed down to almost less than I had before I even did the subathon. And I was like, oh, I thought things were gonna be different. And they weren't different. And so then I realized like, okay, I have way too much value in a number that I don't have that much control in.
Yeah.
So I need to start spreading where I find value in myself outside of
you
a
just
single.
gotta stop thinking about that fucking number. Stop chasing the number sometimes because, you know, you're gonna make yourself sick and you're gonna just start overthinking everything you do and you're not gonna have fun streaming. You're just not gonna have a good time anymore if you just keep on fucking number chasing. You just can't do it. You know, and there's nothing wrong with looking at the numbers from time to time because, of course, you know, you wanna see where you're at. But it's like, don't chase the number to the point where it's like it makes you sick because then you just don't find the same enjoyment in streaming that you always did all that time. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, I crashed like I remember every time I do my subathon, like it's so much fun and we have so much fun and it's great and I like it and you know, we always achieve incredible things and stuff, but it's like the biggest, like the highest of highs, and then I always get like extremely depressed when it's over, and I'm like super sad for like a week when it's over, and it's like crushing sadness when it's done. But then, you know, you just get over it, and then I just start thinking about all the other stuff that I'm gonna do.
Number that I can't control, and I should put my value in things I can't control.
Yeah. What's the biggest source of value that you find right now outside of any sort of numbers?
I think it's like the value that I add to the people around me. Like I think
Yeah,
that, like,
when I jumped on Connor's stream after the third subathon was over, I like had like a panic. It was like a weird, like the craziest, like it wasn't a panic. I don't know how to explain it. I just cried because I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I just remember everything was over and I was just like extremely sad. It was like crushing sadness and also crushing loneliness. Because, you know, I'm not live anymore. And I'm not with, I felt like I was with somebody every day, every minute, every hour of the day. And I wasn't lonely. And I didn't feel lonely for a whole month. And then the second the stream was over, I had like I had an emotional breakdown where it's like I realized, oh, I'm alone again. And I was just so, oh my God, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. I was just so sad because I was just like, that's it, I'm by myself again and I'm alone again. And it was like the saddest thing. It was so like, it was like soul crushing for me in the moment. And it was just so sad. Oh my God. I feel, also like I felt like the whole thing with like breaking the sub record at the time, I felt like when it happened, we kept on streaming and I was streaming longer than that time. So I never really had time to process the emotions of everything that happened. So I've had like all this emotional buildup the last like 2-3 weeks that I've never got to process or go through at all. And then it was just over like in an instant. It was like the timer ran out and that was it. It was done. And I just felt like I didn't have any time to like even understand what we did or what happened or anything that was going on. It was just, you know, it all came so fast and it was so surprising that by the end I was just I was just left with like, what happened? Now what? What do I do? Oh, I'm by myself. It was so crazy. It's so crazy. But yeah, I never do subathons to like chase numbers or anything, or like I never go into them thinking, oh yeah, this is totally gonna boost this and boost that and da da da. I do it because I want to do it. I do it because, you know, I want to have fun with the community and because it's great. It makes me happy. It makes me happy, and the only thing I ever want to break is my own record to see just how far we could take things. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Ugh.
like makes me feel the best.
The meat matters.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I think it's literally like, can I make the lives of the people who I love better? And if the answer is yes, then it's like, good day.
Yeah. I love that, man. You ready to go to course number 3?
I'm so ready.
Ludwig, for course number
is this?
3, we got a tale of two moms here. We have your mother's goulash with rice, and then we have Cutie, your girlfriend's mom's chicken balls. Now, you sent us the recipe for the chicken balls,
balls?
and then you had to send, I believe, 3 different addendums to explain the recipe.
Yeah.
But I hope we have faithfully
We're like breaking our walls. Hey. You know, you guys are not obligated to ever give me a cent of your money. I'm just here just to hang out and have fun. You don't have to do anything. You don't owe me shit. You don't owe me a penny. You don't owe me anything. I'm just happy that you guys are here hanging out, and that's all. Also, chicken balls.
We created these.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Dude, jump into the goulash, man. I'm curious about this. Your mom's friend, she's cooking a Hungarian dish. What's the
What
deal?
the fuck?
I think like a lot of my
Thank you so
mom's
much
cooking
for-
comes from her
for the
mother,
gifts,
and so my grandparents are actually Spanish, so a lot of it's from there. I don't know how the hell they got
Anonymous gifter,
goulash.
thank you
I
so
won't
much
lie
for
to
the
you,
gifted
but like
subs,
the big
thank
dishes
you.
were like, it was like goulash, paella.
Ooh, paella.
That's the fish rice thing,
Taco,
right?
thank you so much for the gift subs.
But it's real hot. It's so much hotter than I was expecting.
I looked at you and I thought you were weak for some reason.
Anthony, thank you so much for the 5 gifts.
How dare
What
you?
the?
This is where the bread goes crazy.
Traditional paella
Okay.
Valenciana actually only has chicken and snails in it.
What?
Yeah, crazy, right?
The one everyone eats is the yellow rice with the fish, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they put shellfish on it. But real Valencians, talk to me about your relationship with your mom, because I know it's still hot.
I
Just
bit
go
my
on.
tongue. I'm a fool.
It's our first major injury on Last Meals.
Dude, I didn't sign anything. I'm suing.
That's crazy.
You said that you were going to go to University of New Hampshire so you could stay close to your mom after your dad passed away, but then your stepdad Peter came into your life, and you said that you felt comfortable that your mom
thank
was
you so
really
much for the
alone
2-month
and moved
resub.
to ASU.
Sam, thank you for the 5
you
gifted
seem like you
subs.
have a deep amount of care for people. Did a lot of that come from how much your mom cared about you?
I mean, yeah, 100%. But like, also it's just me and her, you know. So like, my dad passed away when I was 10,
Oh,
and then
my.
my sister went to college because she's 4 years older than me. So like, all of high school is just me and my mom, you know. That was like
Good, thank
8
you for the
years,
gifted
about
subs.
8 years where she didn't date anyone, she didn't see anyone. I felt like maybe
Mark,
a responsibility.
thank
I
you
was
for
like,
the
man, if I
gifted
just
subs.
left her, she'd be all
the hell?
alone in quiet house that's supposed to be for 4 people, and now it's just 1. Like, that's sad. And then she met this dude Peter, and they were sneaking around like I was an idiot. I would hear at like 5 a.m. someone shuffle out of the house, and then she'd be blushing. I was like, who's over? But he's a very cool
cute.
guy, and that's when I realized I was like, okay,
We don't
she's
owe
her
you
own
anything,
person.
but
She's
we
got-
love you
she's
and
got her
wanna
own life
support you,
going on. Like, I
Marzi.
don't need
Oh,
to do this.
thank
I
you,
want someone
Anna.
to do this,
Thank you
so I
for
can
the
adventure the
bit.
great
Thank you.
beyond.
You guys are too
And I also
kind.
didn't get
Thank
into
you.
UNH, so that made it a bit easier.
You didn't get into UNH?
I didn't even get into UNH.
Bro, it's
bro.
UNH.
I,
It's not like you're in Harvard. There's a lot of big schools. You didn't
Why-
get into UNH.
what do you think I went to ASU, the Harvard of the Southwest?
Tell me about Cutie's mom's chicken balls.
So Cutie's a godlike cook. This is like the one dish that she makes. It's like you don't keep track of how much you eat. I'm okay. I hate the way I'm gonna phrase this. You can go like 2, 3, 4, 5 balls deep
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Sometimes I'll go 6, 7 balls deep if I'm really feeling it.
because it's
You know?
just like it's like a snack.
want a
It's just
chicken
like
ball.
a
What the
yummy
heck?
snack. So I just keep eating it. So of all the dishes she makes, this is the one that's like when I see it and I come downstairs, I'm like, it's a great day.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
great
He just loves her cooking. It's
day
so
to be alive.
sweet.
Man, can I dig into the chicken balls?
Please.
So, for people who don't know, this is a crescent dough filled with shredded chicken, cream cheese,
Just wanna do
and
this.
mushrooms that are then crusted in nuts and breadcrumbs and then dipped into chicken gravy.
Oh my god.
That is insane.
It's
dude.
good.
That's insane.
It's just good
That
food.
sounds
It's
so
like if you combine
good.
a Costco
What
chicken
the
bake
fuck?
with a pecan and nut ball.
Dude, if the Costco guys got a hold of this,
Oh my god, they can never.
you'd hear the boom.
It was funny when you sent me the recipe for the chicken balls. You said that Cutie's mom, who passed away, was a notoriously incredible cook and a notoriously terrible recipe writer. I think those little quirks are what you really remember about people after they pass, rather than the big gestures. You've said that when somebody passes away, it's kind of a war to keep them in your memories for as long as possible that you're eventually going to lose due to time. Do you remember any of those funny little quirks about your dad?
Yeah, man, that was like a deep fear
That's
of
so
mine
sad.
that became like realized because it's like little things. Like I was 10 when my dad died, so it's like, what does his voice sound like? Is something that like unless you have like a lot of recordings, like you forget. Like, what did he smell like? I think it's those things that you don't necessarily think about. And like obviously it's easier to know what someone looks like.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry thinking about my dad.
Like it's those other things that make up what a person is.
It's the meat, it's the smell, it's the voice, it's their presence, it's everything, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think his weird quirks, I think honestly it was a smell. Like for some reason, he always smelled like old genuine leather. And occasionally, like I'll catch a whiff and it'll smell exactly like him and I'll get so emotional.
Yeah.
It happens like once every like 3 years. It'll just be a random, like, cause I'm not seeking it out.
Yeah.
It's just like something in my life I hit and I'm like, that's my dad
I
right
remember.
there.
I know
Which
my
is always a
dad
cool
smells
thing. I
like.
like when it happens.
Yeah.
I'll never
So my dad
forget
passed
it.
when I was 19, and I get emotional. This is so dumb. Every time Jar Jar Binks gets brought up in conversation.
What?
Because my dad, for whatever reason, would call me Binks because I loved the character Jar Jar Binks, and then he would do the most unhinged Jar Jar Binks impression that made no sense. Where he'd go, "I'm Jar Jar Binks," and it made no sense whatsoever. But anytime I hear Jar Jar Binks,
Someone's doing like a Misa thinks.
yeah, literally.
My God, that's sweet though.
That's
That's cool.
so sweet.
It is really
what
sweet.
the
Hey,
fuck?
Dead Dad Club?
Dead Dad Club.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
talking about starting in like an adult orphanage.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that your dad dying at a young age gave you a lot of perspective on life and death?
Yeah. Because I think maybe like the more normal progression is you're eased into death.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of people's first experience with death is a family pet that maybe they had before, the parents had before the kid was born.
Yeah, well,
so I
they
think
were
you're
big.
eased in, but like age 10, like dad's kind of the big one, you know what I mean? That's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that's one of two there crossed off. So I think it made it very real, and like you're 10, bro. Like I don't think you know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just watched cartoons for a week straight and then just like cried a bunch. And I love cartoons now. So
Yeah.
that's a positive that came from it. But I think what it also did is like made me grapple with death earlier than you might. And so like I had to like, cause I struggled. It wasn't at the start. I was like, okay, yeah, people die, cool.
Sure.
But like at the start, I was scared of it too. Then you know what I mean? I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want that to happen to me or like anyone else I know. And so I had to go through that, and then like come out where I am now, which is like, yeah, I'm more okay with that happening.
Yeah. Did it sort of make you think that at any point in time something bad can happen, so you have to live it up right now? Did it make you more scared of taking certain risks?
I think I left with the perspective that everything will always work out because it has to. Because like no matter what happens, good or bad, the world will keep spinning, and like you kind of just have to make the best of the situation you're in at all times. So like if I got fired from a job, everything will work out. Like I'll have to find a new job. Like and it just will have to work because there's no other option.
Yeah.
Because the world keeps spinning. Like I can never just stand still and
The world
let
just
things
keeps on
pass
spinning.
me by. I will have to always actively like do what's best for me and the people around me.
It's crazy. It's like that's why I say like, you just gotta find your own way, man. There's gonna be obstacles in your life where it's like you feel like you're not gonna be able to go on, but you can. You just need to find your own way to go on. And it's gonna be hard, and it's not always the easiest, it's not always the best way, but it's your way, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
And that gives me a lot of maybe like false confidence too. Cause like, well, if everything's gonna work out, then I can do everything like it's going to work out confidently.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't, that's okay, because I'll just adapt to it. And if it really goes to shit and you die, then you don't have to worry about it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like
You're none
that's-
the wiser if you're dead.
Exactly. So it's
True.
like everything will always work out, and if it doesn't, then that's okay anyway.
Yeah. Do you think that
True.
you've actually processed your dad's death and the tragedies that happened to you when you were younger, or do you think you've just sort of coped with it and keep moving along? What's the difference?
I don't know. I don't want to stand here and pretend that like, yeah, I nailed that shit. You know what I mean? Like I crush shit. I've dealt with it perfectly. Or like, it's super repressed, and like I'll one day have to unpack that. I genuinely don't know. And like the only thing that I'm interested in now, as far as like my dad's death, is like learning more about who he was.
Yeah.
For the people who are able to have more time with him. Like that. That's the only thing that really comes up in my head. It's not like any regret or sadness that I haven't dealt with.
Uncrustable!
Ludwig, for the final course, we got the espresso shot, we got the Smucker's Uncrustable, and then we have crepe with lemon zest, a little powdered sugar, and then a lemon butter sauce on there.
That's fancy. That looks good. Hey, cheers.
Yo, cheers, man. I had a great time.
To a good meal.
To a good meal.
Okay, tell me after. Where's the rank?
You might crack like top 7, top 8.
No,
And I know how much the numbers mean to you, Ludwig. Oh,
I'm gamifying
It's
it.
up there.
I'm like, okay, I come back in a disguise.
Tell me about the emotional meaning behind the Smucker's Uncrustable.
This is my favorite snack. I started my whole streaming career through this video game called Super Smash Bros. Melee.
This
specifically.
video game called Super Smash Bros.
Maybe
I've
you've heard of it.
I've heard of it, man.
But Melee-
I mained Lucario in college.
Okay, so now you're already wrong because Lucario's not in Melee.
Well, he's in one of them.
I started commentating for it. That's like what I did. I would literally just commentate. People who are good at this video game play the video game. Good enough that I got 1,000 people follow me on Twitter for commentating this game good.
That's nuts.
And I was like, hey, I'll start streaming a bit. And I had like 5 people tune into my streams, you know, and then 10 and 15 and then 20. And those people all knew me from commentating this video game. It like I owe my career now to that. And I had the opportunity to work at this company called Beyond the Summit that made like the coolest events for this video game as like a producer, and they had Uncrustables on site. I think that weekend I might have had
Uncrustables.
25. I went in 185 pounds. I left in the 190s. This is 5 years ago. I have not looked back.
Cultivating mass.
I have never gone back to the 180s once. I gained 10 pounds in one weekend on just Uncrustables.
Crazy.
But yeah, that's my love of PB&J.
The espresso, you a caffeine fiend?
Yeah, I think like I have every day 1 cappuccino, 1 Red Bull. That's every single day.
The push and pull between the European and the American is beautiful on that.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm mixed. I gotta,
Yeah.
gotta be true to me. But
Tell me about the crepes. How do we do with them?
this is the holiday dish for me. This is Christmas time. My mom is chefing up crepes, and we just opened the presents, and we're digging in. And you start savory crepes, and then you go sweet crepes.
You're gonna be happy with that.
That's fire.
That's excellent, man. How do you say that's fire in French?
C'est chaud.
Social.
Yeah.
Social.
My French is legitimately like equivalent to a 7-year-old's.
You said that you have sort of come to terms with death. Where do you think you go when you die? What happens after the big sleep?
Me?
Yeah, you particularly.
Me specifically, not you.
Or me.
Me, shit, man, I don't know. I don't know. Stars, heaven, something like that.
Pretty good, concise
One of
theory
those
right
two. Yeah, maybe it's like heaven, and I get up there, and it's like my dad, my grandma, and everyone. They're like, "What up, dude? Like, we missed you." We dap up.
there. We got a Red Bull and a cappuccino.
Yeah, we're like, we got it ready for you. Actually, like, we knew you were coming.
Start ripping
You
darts.
still need caffeine here. But it's not something that I worry so much about.
Yeah.
Like I think
Just don't think about
what
it.
it is what it is, and so I'm just like doing what I can do while I got this short time on Earth to like be the best person I can be and help as many people around me and live out whatever dreams I have. And then what comes next is like, cool, I got it.
Yeah. Where do you think that sense of morality comes from? Because there are a fair amount of people that don't understand morality. If you don't believe in an afterlife, why are you doing this on Earth? Where does that sense come from for you?
Well, I think my mom is super generous. She's like the most generous person I know. Like with her time, with her money, with her behavior, attitude, or whatever. So like I think it's an effort to be like her in that sense. But then also it's like, even if you believe in nothing, right? You be the biggest atheist in the world. Like, it is selfishly good of you to be as nice to people around you as possible. Because if everybody operates in that fashion, then everybody will be equally nice back to you. Like the Aristotle golden rule.
Yeah.
So like, even if you believe in nothing, there's no like, scripture that dictates your morality. Like having good morals and people not murdering people, right?
Yeah.
Like, why should you not murder people? Well, you don't want to get murdered. You know what I mean?
What's one thing that you still want to accomplish before you die?
I want to have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one probably.
What's your main motivator for having kids?
I think it'd be dope.
Same. But like actually kind of, right?
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool. Like I think I could do it good.
Yeah.
Like I think I could be a good dad.
That's what I was gonna ask.
And I think it'd just be cool to like like be able to share like what I know and try to like, you know, guide somebody in a way. And at the end of the day, like they are the human they are, but like hopefully I can set them up to like be cooler and better than me.
It's super similar to the way that I've always thought about it, but I've recently had these like pangs of guilt. Like, am I only having kids out of the narcissistic want to prove that I can do better than the generation before me and I can create a kid better than I am? Do you ever feel that?
Who cares?
Who cares, man?
Dude, I think you could. And like,
I think you could.
I think if you're not doing that, right? If you're not basically using the child as a vehicle to achieve dreams that you didn't get to achieve, then I think you're fine, right? Like, I think you would be a good parent, and I think you've had a lot of experiences that you've been gifted by probably like parental figures, parents in your life that you can use to help somebody else. And like, I don't think it's like on some selfish shit.
Yeah.
And even if it is, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's still a valuable thing for that human.
Yeah.
Potential human.
You want to have kids at the same time and coach their basketball team?
Dude.
Let's do it,
Oh,
man.
they have to go to state.
basketball
We don't
team
love
coach.
them.
We don't love it. Damn straight.
Also,
Our kids are going to be starting point guard and shooting guard on that team. No other kids are going to get to shoot.
dude, my kid's gonna be bad, and you're not. Like, you're gonna be so scared to come up to me like we had the bench.
You ready to get in the lightning round?
I am. There's a lightning round.
Lightning
Lightning
round,
round.
Who's the one person, dead or alive, you'd want to share your actual last meal with?
It'd be my mom. Yeah, 100%.
What song do you want to be played at your funeral?
Just the two of us. That was a bang.
You got real sexy in there. Do you think you could beat your stepdad in a street fight despite the fact that he's a black belt in Kenpo karate?
Peter
What?
got a surgery recently, so right now if I get that leg, like I think I have a good I got a good, but I don't think I could hit Peter, so I'd probably
Whoa.
lose.
Who's your dream eulogizer at your funeral?
Ooh, who reads the Googly? Ben Stiller,
Hell yeah.
but in the Zoolander voice.
Which ice climber is sexier? They're not children, are
Popo.
they?
They
They're
are.
not- they are. Are you serious?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
children?
They're famously, actually.
Really? No, see,
famously. They're famously Inuit children.
They're indigenous.
Yes.
Too. I respect all cultures.
So you said which one's sexier?
Well, I'd say which one. Who would you rather, Pikachu or Mewtwo? Damn it! No, we can't. We got someone.
Mewtwo,
give me
Mewtwo,
the-
100%, Mewtwo. Yeah,
he's
easy.
built like a dump truck, man.
Yeah.
What's the hardest goodbye you've ever had to say?
I don't think I've had like crazy emotional goodbyes. Probably my dog, actually. My dog, because that's one that you know, right? Like that. There's a certain time where. So yes, my dog Sophie.
What's your greatest regret in life?
I don't have many because ultimately I'm very happy with the place I'm in.
Sure.
So it's like even the shitty things that I've done, which like I'm not proud of, have brought me here. And like Butterfly Effect, if I change that, so I don't like want to change it, but like there's some things that I'm not proud of. Like one time we were playing tag in 3rd grade, and I was it before we got in line. In line is the safe zone, and I pretended I ate a rock, and I started crying because I didn't want to be it.
You're a real piece of trash, man.
I know.
You're a real piece of trash.
I know.
gotta-
Gavin should not have been it, but like I kind of low-key guilted him into being it because I was like, I ate a rock. You shouldn't be allowed to tag me. Like that was messed up.
Gavin watched this.
My bad, Gavin.
No, we know Gavin's here. Is there a single video game that I could beat you in?
NHL hit.
NHL hits.
100%.
2003.
NHL hits. Yeah, you got me there.
Light
you
it
got
up,
me.
man. Finally, are you happy?
Yeah. Are you happy?
Seem happy. It's complicated.
It's changing.
It's changing.
Is it changing within a day or a week?
Constantly. It's changing within the hour. But if we're talking like existential happiness, I have plans to be happy.
Okay, that's
Oh.
good.
Ludwig, if you want to deliver your last words to that camera right there.
I'd be like, "Pfft, subscribe to Mythic Kitchen.
What if you said the name of the channel correctly, though?
Subscribe to the Mythical Kitchen channel on YouTube.
That's pretty good. I like the hands. Ludwig, truly, man, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I ate wonderfully. Thank you to everyone who cooked. I
That
really
was so
appreciate
nice.
it.
This
And
is a
thank
good
you for watching
interview.
at home if you did.
Can't wait to watch the cook-off against Trevor.
Oh
This
man,
is a
I'm
good
gonna lose.
interview.
And dust your ass in NHL Hits 2003. Someone break out the PS2.
While I'm doing the cook-off, you pull up with the PSP, PlayStation.
Ludwig, please tell the people where they can find you.
I'm out on the internet if you want to seek it
That was
out.
very nice. That was very nice. Aww. Ironmouse Mythical Kitchen. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What are they gonna do? Have me on a little iPad right there? You eat all my food for me, because I'm not going to eat it. What would my dishes be? Holy shit. A pizza. A pizza. I have Cuban bread with some cafecito. I have I don't know, a flancito, maybe a cheesecake. Una croquetita. A papa rellena, bro. I will have a papa rellena. I have a papa rellena. Chanclas are good food for kids. Shut up!